few tidbits, bro. Phillips, look at this. We've got the Futura by FMS, the V3 80 millimeters. This is our second thoughts, and we love this plane already. We've already flown it a few times, but it's killing us because we had to wait for shipments to come in. We did this thing early. Look at the LEDs. As you can see, the sun is setting, so we're gonna try to give you guys a flight. This is equipped with the reflex, so super exciting. If you wanna watch the Maiden flights, you can go back and watch them in the playlist. Just like any plane we do, we also have the unbox build and radio setup. Everything's ready to rock and roll. Are you ready, camera crew?
Am I staying here?
Let's go ahead and get going.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Full throttle. Oh yeah, baby. Straight up. Guys, that is incredible power. Success. 5,000 today. Oh yeah, baby. We're doing a slightly different vantage point today. I want to go through the hole in the trees. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, this plane is something else. It is super fun to fly. Out of the throttle, take off flaps to help me roll over nice and tight and crisp. Full landing flaps. Let's watch it slow down. Sorry, did I block your view?
You're all right.
Buddy.
Ooh, that was a little.
Yeah, I got a little close for comfort
Okay.
there. Take off flaps. We're gonna do a little more relaxing from that. Just relaxing. Put the flaps in, watch this thing just sail down. Look at that thing with the flashing LEDs. Oh yeah, so cool. I'm coming in for a high-speed pass. This is gonna be very greasy. Oh yeah, baby, out of the throttle. Oh, that's so much fun. So this is a 50C Gen 2 pack. Still out of the throttle. Landing flaps in. 30% back to takeoff flaps. Look at that thing slow down right over those nasty power lines. Guys, we won't have them with us too much longer, thank God.
They're so ugly.
Yeah, they do deliver power.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, I'm using a coordinated turn on that, blast by. And if you do not coordinate your turns, you'll regret it in any plane because it's gonna look a lot more ugly. Here we go, up and over. Take off landing flaps, coming down the runway. So gorgeous into the regular and out. We'll do a little inside out. Going around upside down, rolling out of it, and bringing it down the runway full speed. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so sweet, guys. Oh, loving Mother Nature has provided for us a beautiful sunset tonight. And so for yours, truly, and for the camera crew, but you guys also get to be the benefactors of this beautiful pass. Here we go. We're gonna go on the inside. Let's go up a couple steps. You good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, watching out for the tree. Gotta love it, folks. Gotta love it. Lots of rudder. Keep that nose pointed down. Keep away from a stall. And then just circling the premises. Si casa. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. You ready, camera crew? Going down into the elevator and down the runway. You across?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm where I was.
Perfect. Stay there. Very good. Very good. Loving it, folks. The reflex has been working out really nice on this plane. And yes, we are at 14 seconds. I suppose I should probably start thinking about landing. Absolutely no problems with our last few flights, but we are running a bigger pack this time. So takeoff flaps going down, gear coming out. We're gonna just try a different landing approach. I'm actually gonna go up over the tree line and just try for a straight line. Camera crew, you good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, full landing flaps going in on our base leg right now. I just want to feel it out. We got plenty for a go around. Getting it down over the power line, just a little bit of throttle, a little bit of throttle, a little bit of throttle. Not quite enough. Okay, I like that line. Out of the gear and up. Take off flaps, just doing a nice relaxing, different approach this time. Keep it in the throttle, full landing flaps coming in now. We're trying to do it nice and slow, lots of rudder action, keep that nose down. Oh yeah, thank you, flashy lights. There we are, into the ground effect and holding it up because we have to. Guys, amazing flight. Love it. We are 1 minute and 7 past our 4, which is about what I expected. We did a 4-minute flight time on a 4006S, and this is of course a 5006S and 5 minutes of pure delight. You can see right here, it's at 1:20. We've been jabbering for about 30 seconds, plus 4 would be 5. Okay, love it. Definitely overextended my runway just a little bit. And to be honest, I just haven't got that greasy landing here. But did you like how I could flare and drag the tail on the ground as I was touching down? Beautiful. I could have slowed it down. I just didn't want to get so slow. These Futura, Viperjet, same scenario. You get in, you'll slip right out from under yourself and you will bite it like that. And you will not get a warning.
And I don't know, it's probably hard to tell how much from the end of our driveway it goes up that little bump.
So the ground
there.
effect
it changes
moves.
the ground effect so much.
Your ground effect on this turn, I was on base leg at 30 feet altitude, across the road. And then as I come through, I cut through ground effect as I'm making my turn, the top edge of ground effect. So you get in and then you get that little bump because you have the atmosphere here that rides down that hill.
Yep.
And it carries. So maybe someday, after we're done buying other really huge, expensive things like bearing power lines, maybe someday, I've got my lanyard backward, we could actually extend the runway and it would just keep going straight like that. Or we could have a helipad down there.
Right, yes.
For real helicopters. Because, yeah, okay, we can't afford that. But still, it would be so cool. All right, so out of the throttle cut, full up elevator. Let's just go ahead and taxi a little and see how it does. Grass ops on this plane are probably gonna be very reasonable to assume you can do. Just remember that nose gear door may be a factor for you with tall grass. You might wanna remove it just if you think you're gonna run into problems. We can definitely taxi and our yard is rough. Those trailing edge links are amazing. Trailing link gear are awesome. See how rough and tumble it is, folks? That's why we don't do a ton of grass ops, but you'll also notice our grass is getting better and better with time. It does take time, I'm told, something I'm not good at waiting for. But what an amazing plane, guys. We love the Futura. We loved version 2 was the first one we did. We love the colors on version 3. We love the fact that it comes with the reflex. We love the fact that it has huge barn door flaps if you want. And yes, we love the fact that it has good integral nav lights and a bottom facing white light. Things we don't love about it, to be honest, the only thing I don't love about it is I had to carve the bottom side of the canopy to fit the battery. And you know what? If you want to talk about things that are forgivable, absolutely sign me up for every plane we ever get in the future. If that's as worst we've got, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Now I want to show you where the CG is real quick, just so you guys have an idea. This is one of the most greasy, delicious planes you can get right now. It's gonna be super fun. I guarantee you're gonna love it. Now, this is not a first plane. If you buy it as a first plane, plan on crashing it. However, it's a good plane, you can fix it, but I wouldn't recommend any plane for a beginner that's past their experience level. You'll see I had to carve out a little bit here, no big deal. Look where that battery is. That is a lot further back than we're running the 4000. So that being said, I love where it is. On the back hole, we're centered out, balanced out perfect. On the front hole, we're just slightly tail heavy. I mean, barely tail heavy. And when I say tail heavy, I'm just gonna demonstrate. Always test with your gear down, guys, because that's when it really counts, because you're landing or taking off. Also, the nose is gonna come out and try to hit your belly, so just be prepared for it. You see, I'm just putting my finger, the pad of my middle finger, on the back hole, and it's perfect. If you put your pad on the front hole, tail heavy, but just ever so slightly. Just love this plane. And let's show them the retracts one more time. Look how nice they look. We just taxied around. No problems at all. Just a beautiful plane. You're not gonna be disappointed if you get this. And to be honest, we have a number of different planes in this size class. This is one that I always wanna show off. When somebody's like, just show me something fast and exciting and cool. And I'm telling you, every time I fly it, I get hyped up because I love it. And you guys know I can review a plane that's maybe not gonna get me that excited and still enjoy it, and I really do. But at the end of the day, when I got a plane like this, that's just so greasy, and you can butter those landings in here just beautifully like a big piece of toast, it makes you hungry. You want more, seriously. And the reflex is working great. As you can see, it's kind of chattering around, having fun. One complaint is that my stupid cats, or actually our vacuum cleaner, we had this sitting under a table, and the stupid vacuum cleaner came along and pushed it in the middle of the night, and we bumped this spot, which really drives me nuts because it was pristine before the stupid vacuum cleaner did that. But there again, it could be me running a vacuum cleaner. So I guess I'm gonna take it.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, if you guys get this plane and a vacuum cleaner, just make sure you put a small fence up around it so you can protect it, because it's a valuable commodity. Also, I just love the way that the colors look on this. It seems to be very good for visibility. High contrast bottom to top, you can definitely see. There is kind of a little bit of a noise with the EDF fan. I don't know if there's like a piece of tape in there that's making noise. I haven't investigated, I don't really care that much, but I do hear that when I'm doing high-speed passes. It's like it's almost like a whiny, wheezy noise. And I'm kind of just hoping it blows that tape out eventually and then I don't have to listen to it. But honestly, biggest complaints on this is that you still do have to carve a little bit. But look how easy that was. That took me, what, like 3 seconds?
Yeah.
Use an X-Acto knife. I think I did it off camera, regrettably, but we did do it on the V2. So if you go back to the V2 video, also keep in mind, this is just a quick note for you guys that follow links to help us support our channel financially. If you're looking for ways to support us, the easiest way to financially support us that costs you $0.00 is to buy the plane you're gonna buy anyway from the links in the video description below. The way that we get paid is through commissions on sales of those items through the link. If you don't follow the link, you can let me know in the comments below how much you love us, but at the end of the day, that does not fund our channel, and we do appreciate you still, but that's the best way you can do it, and it's super easy. If you're in Europe, or if you're in New Zealand or Australia, I know it's super hard to do that because it's way expensive. So we understand that, and there are alternative methods if you still want to support us, and that would be through Patreon and PayPal, which is down below, and it works really nice. The Patreon is a monthly thing, so some people aren't into that, so PayPal is just super simple, and it's basically no cost to us, which Patreon is definitely not no cost to us or you. So that being said, we love that we have such an amazing supportive audience. We love that companies like FMS have entrusted these airplanes with us, and we love bringing them to you here on Brian Phillips RC. What is it called again? Brian Phillips RC. And then, yeah, I do remember now. But the thing is, also, don't forget, you can check out www.brianphillipsrc.com, which is, after all, going to be the place where you have a repository of all this stuff in one stop. Because after all, when you have 1,600 plus videos on a channel, it is very hard to find what you're looking for unless you know what you're looking for, and I can barely keep up, and we did it. So that website will help you navigate, and also we have links to buy. We have links to get back to the playlist so you can find what you're looking for, because what are we up to on playlists now? I mean, it's like hundreds of playlists still. So really every plane, we make a playlist, we organize them in the same way, and short of maybe the first 40 or 50 planes we did, we do everything in the same format, from the same vantage points, in the same circumstances, or as close as we can make them, so that you guys can use them as an analog for basis for comparison between this and V2, between this and, you know, Viperjet, between this and, you know, whatever F-14 has just come out, and between this and other prop planes. And really, it's just there for you guys to use to your advantage. And if you don't know how to set them up, definitely check for the radio setup. The unbox build and radio setup will be your biggest help as a new pilot. If you're just returning to the hobby, so much has changed. It's almost hard to start, and you'll feel overwhelmed, and you'll be like, but I want to fly that thing. I got the skills. It's in my brain, just like riding a bike, which it is, by the way. All you have to do is get into, I would suggest one of the ready to flies and just fly the thing to death. And I guarantee you by the time you're done playing with that, you're gonna be ready for anything like this and you'll be able to rock it out. So don't be afraid of the new technology. It's very good. It's very cheap compared to what you used to pay. This is an 8-channel radio. It's actually a little bit more than 8, but we have all these switches, bells and whistles, and you can spend, I think this thing goes for around $550 right now. And then we have a $60 battery in there, which is 6,000 instead of a 3,000 or 2,000 that it comes with. So full disclosure, I don't mean to hide anything, but we just want to point that out. You used to pay $1,000 for like a 4 to 5 channel radio, an Airtronics that would do everything. But you had to replace crystals every single time you got a new plane. These things, you just bind them. You bind them, it's all just sets up addresses between that and the receiver that's in here. We show you how to do all of it, start to finish. We talk about what the nomenclature is and what all the stupid shortcut for names and things like this are, because you will not know offhand. I promise you, you will not know what AS3X is until somebody explains it. And we do all that here on Brian Phillips RC. We're here to help you. So ask your comments, ask your questions, and leave your comments in the comments below. We'll do our best to get to them. We try to answer 100% of comments. We have been doing very bad with that because we've been growing a lot and it's hard to keep up, to be honest, guys. If you're a Patreon, we get back to you really quick because it's just easier for us to see it. The visibility's there and there's a lot less of you. So we're not trying to play favorites, but we are, because that's the only way we can do it.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to support us in other ways, guys, drop us in the About section. You can drop us emails there if you need something more detailed or you want to send us a picture or something like that, or if you have business inquiries, you can hit us up there. And is there anything else we need to mention? I think I've hit all the big topic items.
Things. Yep.
But yes, the Futura, this thing is awesome. It is a legit one of the best EDF jets we've ever done. It's not a battery chewer, which is hard to find. And it has plenty of performance. You note that I took off and went straight up almost. That is not common and it shouldn't be expected. And if you're expecting it, you're gonna be let down because most EDFs will not do that. All right, guys. Leave the comments down below. Don't forget to click the like button. Like this thing, smash that thing so that we get credit from YouTube. We do so much here just to help you guys get the most out of your RC bucks, and that's the least you can do. We really appreciate it if you would. And even if you hated the video, just click it anyway. You'll help us out. And then also, don't forget, we literally have hundreds more videos coming. And if we could release them all today, we could, but then we would probably get fired by all the people we work with because we'd be blowing all their top secret items that we can't tell you about yet. So stay tuned here on Brian Phillips RC.